Canelo versus Bivol will be a non-title fight if WBA won't sanction because Bivol is a Russian citizen. Here we go.
Push the weight and no flex. Alive is more than the six. If the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. So I saw this on Twitter. Well, someone saw it on Twitter and shared it on their Instagram. The WBC, IBF, and WBO have now stated that they will no longer certify a title fight involving boxers from Russia following Vladimir Putin's invasion of the Ukraine. Appears this may impact Artur Beterbiev versus Joe Smith, but WBA not involved, so not Canelo Alvarez versus Dmitry Bivol. I think Canelo Alvarez could stop World War III. I think Canelo Alvarez could stop world hunger. I think Canelo Alvarez could baptize newborn babies with his urine. Are y'all reading this? So this could impact Beterbiev versus Joe Smith. But the WBA, once again, says, nope. Nope. They're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see over here. You know the WBA? Remember the WBA? Y'all remember the WBA? Salute to Mike Fox. Y'all remember this chick? The WBA, y'all remember? Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Is this shocking? Boxing scene. Canelo Alvarez and Dmitry Bivol expected to meet May 7th, regardless of whether they fight for Bivol's WBA light heavyweight title or not. Oh boy, family. If this is not for the title, what is the effing point of even fighting at this point? Because Canelo's clearly legacy padding. Let's not BS around. He's legacy padding. So since his fan base is good with that, what's the point in fighting this guy for no title? What if, drum roll, what if Canelo actually goes in there and loses to this guy? No belt? This fight makes no sense if it's not for a belt. Scrap the fight now. Boxing Scene learned Tuesday. What it says, it learns Tuesday night that the WBA's public stance on Russia's invasion of the Ukraine would not impact the status of the card headlined by Mexico's Alvarez and Russia's Bivol. The WBA, along with the IBF, the WBC, and WBO, have jointly announced that those sanctioning organizations will monitor the approval of the championship matches involving Russian boxers as long as this unprovoked attack lasts in the Ukraine. Bivol, a WBA 175-pound champion since May of 2016, was born in Kazakhstan and whatever, man. But he has long resided in St. Petersburg, Russia. Though a Russian citizen, Bivol has not expressed support of Russian President Vladimir Putin, who has been condemned internationally for initiating the invasion of the Ukraine and killing countless innocent Ukrainian citizens. That guy's a piece of crap, man, I tell you. Bivol has arrived in Southern California for a press conference Wednesday in San Diego to officially launch the promotion of his fight versus Alvarez and to begin training camp in India. It was not clear Tuesday night if typically reserve Bivol will address the war in Russia before, during, or after the press conference on Wednesday. Regardless of barring an eye injury or some other interruption that could cause a delay, Alvarez and Bivol will part ways after Wednesday to complete preparations for the 12-round fight on DAZN. Will stream as part of Alvarez's 2-fight deal. I'm laughing. With the streaming service that once signed him to an ill-fated 10-fight, $365 million deal. Yo, he got their ass. He got their ass. And yo, listen, man, get your money, man. That was DAZN's fault. He got their ass. He got them so bad they starting to do pay-per-views now. Remember when pay-per-view was dead? Yo, how does it feel to be right? The card is headlined by Alvarez. Bivol is expected to be held at either the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas or the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. All right, where the Super Bowl was. All right, whatever. The WBA doesn't sanction. If the WBA doesn't sanction Alvarez Bivol as a title fight, it would largely defeat the purpose of Alvarez moving back up to the light heavyweight division. Thank you. What is the point? If the WBA doesn't sanction Alvarez Bivol as a title fight, it would defeat the purpose. For what? Had he known the Russia-Ukraine war would prohibit the WBA from sanctioning it as a championship match, he could have required Bivol to move down from 175 to 168 limit to fight for Alvarez IBF. Okay, but Bivol, he'd be at a disadvantage. Okay, you can't fight for my 175 title, so I'm going to come down to 168 and oblige you and potentially lose. But here's my question. If he loses at Alvarez at 168, are they going to strip him at 175? Because, you know, they pick and choose who they do that to. They didn't do it to Leo Santa Cruz when Tank slept him, but they did it to Rigondeaux when he lost to Lomachenko. You see what I'm saying? So I don't trust nothing happening here. Alvarez officially chose Bivol over middleweight champion Jermall Charlo. I'm reading it right here. Last week for his fight. An Alvarez-Charlo fight for Alvarez 168-pound championships would have been distributed by Showtime pay-per-view on May 7th. So, ladies and gentlemen, the fight was there. Now I'm going to ask the Canelo Man fans, Charlo or Bivol? Oh, well, he's going up to 175. That's a more important fight. It's more dangerous. How dangerous was KK Kovalev? He got slept. And he got slept prior to that. Jermall Charlo is undefeated. He's a 160-pound champion. You tell me what sells more seats. Y'all want to talk? Y'all bring up sales when it's so damn convenient. Did y'all bring up sales when it was in reference to Billy Joe Saunders or any one of those UK dudes he fought? Did y'all talk about sales? No, because Canelo's the face of boxing, according to you, right? His name carries weight, right? I got to switch the question for you idiots. Don't y'all want to see him beat up Jermall Charlo so we can stop talking about that? Don't y'all want to see him fight Bubu Andrade, Benavidez? Don't y'all want to see those fights so we can stop asking and questioning his integrity? Well, I'm sorry. I will always question his integrity. Did he not pop dirty? Uh-oh. Man, you guys are ridiculous, man. I don't know at what point, as a supporter of the sport, am I wrong for asking these guys who they put these guys run around with crowns on their head, you know, Lion Ryan, Canelo Alvarez, and we get ridiculed for asking them to do their damn job. It's not like we asked them to go up to heavyweight and fight heavyweights, but there's a bridgerweight. I wonder who they invented that for. It says here, if Alvarez beats Bivol, he is expected to face rival Gennady Golovkin a third time in September. There was just an interview out, and salute to Ellie Sekback, reporting Alvarez flat out told Ellie, those guys should fight each other, meaning Benavidez and Andrade and Charlo, because 2022, I'm busy. You're reading it right here. He could have fought Jermall. He made a choice not to fight him. Y'all going to pay for Gennady Golovkin 3 and Bivol, like anyone was fucking calling for that. But Golovkin got to get past Ryota Murata. Who? Let me tell you something. Golovkin, he ain't been looking like the killer. Ain't he gonna be 40 like next week or something crazy like that? I don't know. This is ridiculous. But you guys claim to be supporters of the sport, man. No, you're not. You're man fans. You want this kid's unconditional success. You don't care how he achieves that in the record books. But time reveals all truth, and the lie is nothing but the long way to the truth. It says right here, he chose Bivol over Charlo. You're not going to live that down. And at this point, y'all know my stance, and I'm going to say it again. You know what? Andre, both Charlos, Benavidez, you know what? Stop chasing Canelo. Whatever. Leave him alone. Because he don't deserve you guys. He out and out said it. Why don't these guys fight each other? And I'll fight the winner. You know what? F you. Y'all need to have your own tournament and fight each other. And make a ton of money and leave him out of it. Y'all might not even make the same bank that he makes, but you know what? It's about principle at this point. Y'all want to know what the Black Murderers Row was? You're looking at it right now. The sad fact is you could know about the Black Murderers Row and ask, oh man, that was so bad. How could they do that to those people? Meaning black people. That's why it's called the Black Murderers Row. How could they do that? That's just so wrong. Yeah, it is wrong. But here we are now. And I still see people justifying this garbage. And this is no shade to Dmitry Bivol. But I'm not choosing him as an opponent over Charlo. I didn't do it for Kovalev either. If there's no belt involved in this fight, why are they even fighting? If you could pump your brakes on this, look, Russia and Ukraine got some beef. Stay out of it. Canelo should be like, you know what, there's something going on over there. Hey man, I gotta pump my brakes on this. Because this is about legacy for real, right? Right. So here's what you do. Stop this and get me Jamal Charlo. Let me just get this out the way. On Cinco de Mayo. But no, you're going to force Bivol down your fans' throats? Yeah, guess what? Your fans like getting throated. I want the best competition. You false flagging, Canelo. Don't care about your money. I'm not on your payroll. I want to see you prove you're the best. You're not doing it. That's why I don't root for you. You cheated and got caught. I can't justify that. I wouldn't be who I am. This is despicable and disgusting behavior. This fight should not be happening. Let me tell you something. This is the universe. Because this thing happening with the Ukraine and Russia, you know, I'll save it for another video. But things are happening. This thing is affecting the whole world, including sports. Canelo has every reason to back out of this fight and no one to be mad at him. And this is no shade to Bivol. He might not be with whatever Putin's throwing down. He might not be with it. And it's unfortunate that he's suffering because of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his stance is on it. I don't know. But this is the perfect time for Canelo to back out. But if he goes forward with this fight and it's not for the title, he's further going to prove my point that he's a freaking duck. But y'all go ahead and justify this kid. We see it in real time. Bronx on deck. Move!